going to be playing some Cartographers. We're going to be playing the map pack, Nebblis. So this is the first map pack for Cartographers. We're just playing with the base game cards, so we have the two Temple Ruins cards in there. And I'm going to read this real quick. So this can be played with either Cartographers or Cartographers Heroes. So we're playing the base game. And it says players collectively decide which side of the map sheet to use. We're going to use N1. So the first side might be able to get 2 games in here, play both. Volcano cards. So we got when a volcano card is revealed, all players draw the indicated volcano shape, and it must be placed adjacent to the volcano or adjacent to a cluster of destroyed spaces that is adjacent to the volcano. So it's just got to continue from that volcano. Sounds like. Destroy all spaces in the new volcano shape, and then it says volcanoes may overlap empty spaces and filled terrain spaces, but may not overlap mountain spaces, destroyed spaces, or the 2x2 volcano. And then if a volcano card is revealed immediately after a ruins card, the volcano card is resolved normally, so the effect of the ruins card will apply to the next explore card. Easy enough. Alright. So we got the board here, almost set up. There is 3 volcano cards that get added to the Explore deck, so I got them here. We have Seismic Tremors, so that looks like a... Hopefully this focuses a little better. There we go. So we have Seismic Tremors. This is like a 2 squares, and then Lava Flow, which is 3, and then we have Rain of Fire. Wait, why is there 4 in here? Oh. Then we have Rain of Fire, which is like an L shape, and you get a coin, or you can just draw 2 1 square, it looks like. So we'll shuffle these into the Explore deck along with 1 monster card for round 1. So I haven't really played this map pack too many times. Anybody out there on BGG that plays the monthly challenges, though, I do like those. Try to put those in every month. So got this shuffled up. We'll put some skill cards out. We're gonna play with the regular seasons from the base game. Whoops. So it's gonna be 8876 for time. This is going to be the Explore deck over here. So what we're going to do is flip a card, and then we'll have to draw that shape. Let's get the seasons out, see what we're scoring here. So these are just all the base game end of or season scoring cards. So I'm just going to pull 4 of these. I got them shuffled. 2, and then we'll get a forest, a diagonal one here. And then we'll shuffle these and put these out random. Not gonna look here. I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Alright, so looking at these, hopefully you guys can see them. I could go in a little closer here, I just don't have them set up on this stream deck yet. I do have 3 spaces open. I guess I could do that. Let me do that real quick. Alright, so we got a new scene. Let's see. I'm still learning how to use OBS. We're going to call this yeah, we're going to call this Spring. Whoops. Spring. We'll add another scene. And then this is going to be like this. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that didn't work at all. So I'm gonna move that around a little bit. Why would that not work? Let's try it again. Okay, this is a little better. Let's see. Bam. Okay, we got one more to do here. Or 3 more. Summer. Fall. All right, let me see. Spring. Summer. I'm gonna move that over there. Fall. Then we have winter, which is just gonna be both. DNA. All right. So let me try this real quick. We got spring, summer, fall, and winter. All right, that works. Okay, so for spring, it's green gold plains. So we're going to be scoring A and B. So if we look at A, it says earn 3 reputation stars for each cluster of village spaces that is adjacent to 3 or more different terrain types. So as long as you have a village space that's touching 3 different things, you get the 3 points. And then we have Lost Barony, which I played yesterday. So that's biggest square, 3 points along one side. Hopefully I'm summarizing these a little better. Let's put some skill cards out, so see what we have to work with. We have knowledge, manipulate, and sense evil. All right, knowledge costs no coins. Says during the draw phase, fill the chosen shape with village terrain instead of the available terrain type. Now I don't think you can use that on the lava cards. Then we have manipulate. During the draw phase, if an ambush card is not revealed, break the chosen shape into 2 separate shapes. So that costs 1 coin. Then we have sense evil. So during the draw phase, draw this hero adjacent to the drawn shape. So that one you can use on the monsters. And you definitely can't use knowledge on the monsters. Pretty sure about that. So let's flip our first explore card. Ready to go. There's a little bit of a glare on those, on just the, see if I can change the lighting a little bit. Wonder if that's better. All right, let's flip one. Okay, we got Treetop Village. Okay, what was Tree Tower again? So we have Tree Tower. This is earn 1 reputation star for each forest space surrounded on all 4 sides by filled spaces or the edge of the map. Okay. Then we have Golden Granary, which is earn 1 reputation star for each water space adjacent to a ruined space. Earn 3 reputation stars for each farm space on a ruined space. All right. We could take a look at the board here, or my map. This is where I'm going to be drawing the shapes. So the first one we have is Treetop Village. So we can draw either trees or houses. And I think I'm going to do houses. Now the volcano counts as filled spaces, so we already have a nice 2x2 square right there. Where do I want to put this though? Let's see, I can put this, I'm going to turn the music up just a little bit. I'm not sure if it's loud, not loud. So we're going to get 1 point for each forest space that's surrounded on all 4 sides. So this could be 5. I don't know. I kind of like the green gold plains idea. We're going to score that at the end of the game. So we have all game to do that. So I think I'm choosing the houses here. It's just where do I put it? I think I'm going to cover this ruins. Or maybe we try to make the square a little bigger in the beginning. The thing is, when we get these volcanoes, they're gonna, maybe we just run the volcano this way and we kind of work this way on the board. So yeah, let's do this. to start. Just kind of draw some houses here. I mean, worst case scenario, we can split this cluster of houses with a volcano, like here, as long as this is touching 3 different things. Actually, don't we want this to touch a mountain, right? Because that's already one free terrain type. Just erase that. So can we get it to touch a mountain? Yeah, I don't see. We can just kind of go like this instead. Bam, look at that. Put the houses in there. Cool. So that's the first shape. We chose to draw houses. We're at 2 out of the 8 time. We're going to flip another explore card. Okay, we got marshlands. So this gives us the option for trees or water. So if we look at this, it's going to be, again, 1 point for each surrounded forest space, and then 1 point for a water next to a ruined space. I kind of think we go forest here. So if we put our forest kind of like this, could maybe get it surrounded on all 4 sides here. This would already be 1. Kind of where I'm thinking is right here. This could be a bad move. Strategy wise, I don't know if you're supposed to draw next to the mountain or next to the volcano or not next to the volcano. I usually don't start next to the volcano, but I was trying to make that square bigger. Right now we kind of have the 3x3 square. Okay, 4 out of 8 time. Oh, I forgot about the knowledge skill card. So that is something we can use for no coins. We can draw houses instead of one of the available types. Now we can't do that with this card. So this is the first monster we get. We got Ratman Strike. So this is going to go, kind of look down here. So we could do right here because we start in the bottom right of our paper and it goes in the first legal spot, going clockwise around the board. So we'll draw Ratman Strike. Those are my monsters. Best I can do. I'm not an artist. Alright. Next explore card. We got Hamlet. So this is interesting. We get some more houses. I think I'm going to draw that smaller shape now. And actually, yeah, we're going to draw that smaller shape. We're going to get a coin. And we're going to make this, try to get points here from green gold plains. Now, I don't know if the volcano counts as a terrain type. Obviously, probably not. But for this, for green gold plains, we already have, it's touching a mountain space and a forest space. So one more terrain type and we're good to get the 3 points. And if we do this, not even looking at the board here, kind of trying to show you what's going on. So like I said, this cluster of village spaces is touching trees and mountains. So one more terrain type and we get the 3 points for green gold plains. So I'm gonna put this next one, this Hamlet spot right here. Bam. Now we drew that smaller shape like that so we get a coin. And then for green gold plains, this cluster of house spaces is touching both mountain and monster terrain. cool. So we're gonna get the coin for that. And then we'll go back to the Explore deck. So counting the time here, spring is 8 long, so we have 2, 4, 5. Let's flip. 6, 7. Okay, we got to draw orchard. Okay, let's look at the board. Now, where do I want to put this? I'm kind of thinking we go farms on ruin spaces. The other option is trees. Now, they're not going to be surrounded. So maybe we just put this... Alright, so I'm sort of thinking we could get a farm on a ruin space and go this direction. We could block these 2 spaces for the monster, leaving just the -1 open, and hopefully fill that in later. Or, where are we at? 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. So yeah, 1 more explore card. Let's just draw this like this. This is going to be farms. We're going to go on the ruin space for the 3 points later. So in total, that's going to be like 6 points for this house space. Has now 3 terrain types touching it. So that's green, gold, plains, 3 points. And then we got the -2 blocking there. And then we have 3 points from the farm on that ruin space. So far, so good. 7 time. Let's flip another explore card. Okay, we got a temple ruins card. So when these come up, kind of look at my board here. When you get a temple ruins card, you have to draw the next explore card on a temple. It's as simple as that. So we'll flip another explore card. So this forgotten forest card has to be drawn on a ruins. So what we could do here is use knowledge. I think that's the play. I would have liked to do it here. But, I think we are going to use knowledge anyway. So it might not get us the points now, but it will later. And we'll get a coin for drawing the smaller shape. So we're going to choose this shape, and we're going to use the knowledge skill card here. I'll pull that down. So it says for 0 coins during the draw phase, fill the chosen shape with village terrain instead of an available terrain. So we're going to do that, and I'll just write that here. And we'll do village. Now, I would have liked to get it here, because then we could put 1 different terrain there and get the 3, but we can't do that because of the way this farm is shaped. So I sort of think we just go like this. And yeah, I'll get a coin for that. Fill in the coin. Now we have total of 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters of village spaces that we can potentially score green, gold, plains on by the end of the game. But as far as right now, this is the only one that's scoring 3, and that is the end of season spring. Oh, okay, so I see. Hold on. So this is where I messed up. So I even put the card in front of me and still forgot I was supposed to draw on a ruin space. So we have to choose again here. We gotta choose a different spot. We're still gonna do everything the same, but we gotta move this house space. So maybe let's just go right here. knowledge to turn it to village. And counting the time, we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So that is the end of spring. So we'll pull the monster card out. Gets discarded, we add another monster card. Shuffle the deck, and we score the first season. So we haven't gotten any of the volcano cards yet. They are in there though. Alright. So scoring this, the two scorecards we're looking at is Green Gold Plains for A and Lost Barony for B. So Green Gold Plains. It's going to be each cluster of village spaces that's touching 3 or more different terrain types. So what they're showing here is just 3 different terrain types. Could be any of these. So mountains count, monsters count, all that jazz. And we have this is touching both mountain and trees. So that's only 2. This is touching monsters, farms, and mountains. So for A, we get 3 points. Move this up a little bit. We can see the whole thing. Okay, now we have B. We'll score B. This is 3 points along one edge of your biggest square. So we have this square on the board here. This is 3 by 3. So we'll get 3, 6, 9 points. Alright, then we'll score our coins. We have 2 coins. And then for monsters, it's going to be -1 for each empty space next to a monster. So this is -1. So then we'll add that up. 13. Easy enough. Alright, we got the deck shuffled. We put another monster in there. We're ready to flip for summer. So as you can see again here, we scored B and C, and then we have 8 time in the summer as well. So we'll flip a card. Okay, and we got the lava flow. So this is going to be the first lava card we get. We'll do lava with the orange and black colored pencils. So the rules for this is you got to draw this just so it's touching, at least I guess one space is touching. I used to think you have to draw it like so that all of them are touching, but I think the lava can just kind of flow wherever it wants to. And destroyed spaces don't count for Green Gold Plains, so we're not gonna go that way and try to interrupt stuff over there. So we're just gonna flow this lava like this. And then those 3 spaces are destroyed. Okay, that was the first explore card. So we drew the lava flow, and we'll flip another card. Okay, so the lava cards are just coming in hot. So we got another lava card. Now, this lava card gives you the option to draw 2 one space or one square shapes, or this big shape, and you get a coin. So I think I'm going to draw the big shape. And I'm kind of wondering, can we just get some points here for the tree tower if we put the lava like this? Hopefully this doesn't interrupt with too much. My plans. So we're not really touching that cluster of village spaces. We'll get the coin for drawing a bigger shape, and then we're kind of trying to make this square bigger and surround these 4 spaces for tree tower. So we'll get a coin for that. Alright, so far 2 Explorer cards, 1 time. So this one was 0 time, this one was 1, so we'll flip another one. And let's see. Alright, we have Forgotten Forest. So we may just use Knowledge again here. And if we do, we get 2 more clusters of village spaces, 1 space. Let's see what I'm thinking here. We could do... Yeah, we'll use Knowledge again. And we're going to make this house spaces. So now we don't have that restriction on having to go on a ruin. So we're going to put this right where we tried to put it earlier. And we'll get that coin. Putting us at 4 coins. Coins are always good. And we use Knowledge. So you can only use 1 skill card per round, I think, or per season. Alright, next Explorer card, let's flip. Hamlet. So we're going to get even more. So we could really try to max out this green gold plain scoring card with the houses that we're doing. And we could even draw this in such a way that it touches 3 different things. Maybe not. We kind of messed ourselves up here with this. Down here being different. Like a little too long of a space. So... let's see, my thought process here for this Hamlet card, we're going to draw that smaller shape. And we could put it on this side. Maybe just go over the terrain. Surround some of these forest spaces for Tree Tower. And we'll get a coin again for drawing that smaller shape, so... there we go. Now this is still only touching 2, but we have time. We have till the end of winter actually to score that. So we will try to remember to get some more terrain types on all of these clusters. So this is technically 2 separate clusters already touching 1 terrain, and so is this. Okay, and that adds 1 more time. So flip the next Explore card, and we got 3 time out of 8. So next one's getting flipped right now. We got 2 time on this one, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5 time. And then this is Hinterland Stream. So if we look at the farm or water options, we're going to want to try to score off a golden granary for the next round, which is farm and water adjacent to ruins or on ruins, depending on which one you draw. So let's look at the board, and I'm kind of already thinking maybe we just go right here. We'll get a coin for surrounding this mountain, and we will get 3 points next round for having another farm space on a ruin space. And then we'll color in that coin spot, get another coin. So it kind of shows you right here, you get coins for surrounding mountains, orthogonally adjacent, so above, below, left, and right. And we just did that here, so we get that coin. Okay, let's go to a little map view here, and we got 2, 3, 4, 5 time. So flip another one, and this will put us at 7. And this is called Fishing Village. So we got to draw more houses here. I mean, I'm fine with it. I want to put this one right here. I already have an idea for this. So maybe we get some more points from green gold plains. We're going to choose village spaces here. So we're going to draw this, and you can spin or rotate the shape however you want. So I'm kind of thinking just 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have another cluster of village spaces already touching 2 different terrains. So let's put that right there. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go back to the board view. 2, 4, 6, 7 time. One more card probably. Okay, we got a ruins card. So then we get another card. And that is going to be the end of the season. So since a ruins card was revealed, we do have to draw this orchard shape on an outpost ruins. So we have 1 outpost ruins left, and luckily it is a farm we can do. So we're going to do farm on our last ruin space right here. Don't think it matters how we place it. I was kind of trying to stay away from this lava, but it is what it is. So maybe just like this. Get some farms in there. Alright, so we did the farm on the ruins, and that's going to wrap up our summer season. So that was a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards total. A lot of them, well, one of them was a ruins, and then 2 of them were the volcano cards. I like it. We didn't get any monsters. Did I remember to add a monster? I guess I could check that. I'm pretty sure I did. Either way, we're going to score this up. So the 2 that we're scoring this season are Lost Barony and Tree Tower. So Lost Barony is B, Tree Tower is C. So let's look at these cards. So this says you get 3 points along one edge of your biggest square for B. Now, if we look for the biggest square, we still only have a 3x3. So I don't know how I messed that up. I didn't really go too big on Lost Barony. It's the shortest time we have to make that square, so probably could have done better there, but we're still only going to get 3, 6, 9 points for B, just like we got in the first season. Okay, and then for C, we're going to get 1 point for each fully surrounded forest space. So this one is not fully surrounded. So again, they mean orthogonally adjacent, so left, right, above, and below. This one is fully surrounded, so this is 1, 2, 3 points for C. Yep. And then coins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins. And then for monsters, you can see down here we fully surrounded this monster, so we're going to get 0. We don't get any minus any points here. So I think this is just 18 even. Cool. And then what we'll do is put these back. Alright, so we have Lost Barony for B. So now for the next season, we'll be scoring, this is fall. So there's 7 time here. And we'll be scoring both C and D. So this is Tree Tower again, where we have 1 point for each surrounded forest space, and then the Golden Granary, which is 3 points for each farm on a ruin space, and 1 point for each water next to a ruin space. So we're already doing pretty good with that. We have 3, 6, 9 points so far, and then we don't have any more ruins we can get, but we can start putting water next to it if need be. So we'll add a monster here. Shuffle this deck again. And I think, yeah, the volcano cards stay, so they could just keep coming out. making the volcano spaces bigger and bigger, just filling the board, kind of messing you up. And yeah, this is going a little quicker today, so definitely going to try to get 2 games in. We might just play the other side of Nebblis 2, so that we already have the cards set up and all that. Okay, I want to keep using knowledge here to max out my green gold plains points, because we do score that in winter. We score D and A in the next season, so just keep thinking about that, trying to get each cluster of village spaces touching 3 or more terrain types. Alright, so we got these shuffled up. Flip our first explore card for fall, and we get lava flow. Okay, so this doesn't cost any time, but we have to draw this 3x1 somewhere on the board, and it has to be touching the lava that's already touching the volcano, or just the volcano. So I want to keep this spot open for water, along with this spot. So maybe we don't score Lost Barony anymore, which is a shame. I could have made this square bigger, looking back. Hindsight's always 20/20, but let's put this volcano space in. So we're gonna use the orange and black here for destroyed spaces, and yeah, maybe right here, or just go over here. I don't really want to interfere with that, so maybe just get this other side of the mountain blocked. You can run some lava up here, just destroy these 3 spaces. Again, I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. Alright. Filling in these lava spaces. Cool. Alright, that didn't cost any time. That was the first explore card for fall, and then we're going to flip another one here. We got Great River. So, we got some water here we can draw. And there's 2 options. We got the smaller shape for a coin, or this bigger one. And remember, it's 1 point for water next to a ruins. Alright, let's look at the paper. This is what we're drawing. We're going to draw water, because we have to draw water. I mean, I guess technically we could use knowledge here and make this houses, but I don't think that's the move. So we want to get... Oh. So kind of like in preparation for green gold plains, I could put this smaller water shape here. And it's touching both of those house spaces, so it's going to be 3 points for both clusters, so it would be 6. And then we also get a coin. So that seemed good. I'll take it. Seasons are getting shorter here, so fall's only going to be 7 times. We have 1 right now. Let's flip. Alright, this is helpful. Alright, this was Riftland, so costs no time. Now we could draw any terrain type here, and what I was just kind of contemplating is where I want to put this. Could put this here or here to give both of these mountain spaces 2 terrain types, so they'd already be touching mountain, and I'm kind of thinking we could put monster there, because you are allowed to draw a monster. The other options would be to just put one here. I mean, water here makes the most sense because you're getting a point now for golden granary. And then you're making both of these clusters touch two different terrains. So I think I'm going to stick with that. I mean, you could get the 3 right now and put 1 there. So that would be a point now, 3 points later. I'm really kind of banking on getting this. I don't know. The decision space is huge for this game. I mean, let's see. I could put this here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put water right here. Give me 1 point now, and then potentially 6 later. Alright, still only one time 3 cards came out. Let's flip another Explore card. We got another Lava Flow card. So this is Seismic Tremors. We got to draw this little shape here for the lava. Alright, and just has to be touching the old lava. And I'm really not worried about this farm or this house space up here anymore. I'm just kind of thinking maybe we just put this right here to get that coin from the mountains. And I could leave this open for that tree card. So that seems like the move. Let's do that. So since it's touching a lava that's touching the volcano, I think that's right. And then those are just going to be destroyed spaces. We'll fill in that mountain. Saying we get a coin. Alright, back to the board here. We got 1 time so far out of 4 cards. That's pretty good. So a lot of stuff to draw. We'll flip another one. This is going to be 3 times. So we got marshlands, trees, and water. So if we look at the season right now, we're scoring C and D, and tree tower is 1 point for each forest space surrounded on all 4 sides. So we could draw trees here, try to surround them. Water is going to be 1. We know we got to get some more points on green gold plains. Alright, we could put... So this one's still only touching 2, and I'm looking at this one's touching 2, this cluster of village spaces. So can we get that shape in here? We could manipulate here. We might spend a coin. Let's look at this skill card. So manipulate says you can spend a coin during the draw phase if an ambush card is not revealed. Break the chosen shape into 2 separate shapes. So marshlands is kind of a bigger shape. So if we were to break that into 2 separate shapes, I think we can draw them wherever we want. And really, what I would do is just put trees right here. I think this is the move. Let's do this. Let's spend a coin. So we'll just cross that out. Make sure we don't count it again. And we're going to break this marshland shape into 2 separate shapes. So we're still scoring tree tower. We want to make sure we surround these spaces. So maybe we just put a tree space there to give this green gold plains 3. And then do something like that. Or maybe just this. And then 1 up here. Okay, so we've already spent the coin. Let me write manipulate here. So we're going to break this chosen shape into 2 separate shapes. Now, the question is, do I go here? No. We go here. think we do one square like this. And then this, if we were to attach this to our tree spaces here, this would look just like marshlands, right? So it would be, it's a total of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we did was broke it in, took that bottom off, moved it up here for manipulate. Easy enough. Using a skill card there. And that's really gonna help because looking at the board, we get a point for each surrounded forest space. So 1, and then potentially 3. And then we also gave this cluster of village spaces is now touching 3 different terrain types, so that would be 3 points. So we have the village cluster here touching both mountain, trees, and water. So that was, and then down here, both of these, this is touching 2. So both mountain and trees, and then this one's 3. So farms, trees, mountain. Now this one's also 3 because monster, farm, tree. Easy. Alright. So that's kind of my thought process there. Let's look at the board. Check the time. So we only get 7 time in the fall. We have 2, 3 so far. Let's flip. That would be 5. So we have Treetop Village. Man, these house spaces or village spaces, kind of crazy. I'm just looking on my board or my map here. Can I get this to touch 3 different terrain types? I don't know. I mean, I could extend this. I mean, we still have the time. We still have the time. I'm sort of thinking we just put this right here. Fill this in with village for next season. Okay, we're on 5 time. Let's flip the next explore card. We got Orchard. So this is 2, 4, 6, 7. So this is the last explore card for fall. Now we got to draw farms or trees here in that shape. Let's see, where do we want to put that? All right, if I'm looking at getting the most points I can right now for, we don't have any more ruin space to put farm on for the 3. Let's put trees somewhere. We'll get them surrounded, hopefully. And then we also want to think about getting those 3 terrain types for some of our village spaces. We can't manipulate or anything. We've already done manipulate for this season. So maybe, so this one's already touching 3. And then a 3rd forest space, this wouldn't really help. It would only help this upper one, so this would be 3 points, but then nothing's really surrounded there. I mean, down here looks like 1, 2, 3 points as well. And then later on, yeah, I don't know. I kind of think we just go like this. So that gives us 3. This is the last one, and we're scoring. So let's take the 3 points now, I think, is the play. Sharpen this pencil a little bit. All right. We're going to put this forest space down here because this is going to be the most surrounded it can get. We're using the edge of the map to surround this forest space mostly. This is the only one we won't get a point for, unfortunately. And there you have it. That is the end of fall. So we'll add up the time here. 2, 4, 6, 7 times. So fall's over. Now we'll score. First, let me add this monster card so I don't forget, and shuffle the Explore deck. Okay, we're on winter, final season. So winter drops down to 6 time. You're scoring D and A. D is Golden Granary. A is Green Gold Plains. If no one can see that, I can explain it, but yeah, I can zoom in also. Let's see. We're gonna score C and D right now. C and D. So we have C is Tree Tower. D is Golden Granary. C, each forest space that's surrounded on all 4 sides. So we surrounded all of these. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we get 10 points for C. And then Golden Granary is D. So we're going to score D right now. So each farm space on a ruined space is 3 points. So we'll go 3, 6, 9. And then each water space adjacent to a ruined space is 1. So we get 10 points. 3, 6, 9, 10. Nice even 20 there. We'll get the coins. Add up the coins. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins. So we're at 27 minus no monsters. Monsters are surrounded over here. Cool. Put those back. Winter, we're scoring D and A. D and A. Zoom in one time here. We're going to see Golden Granary. So farm space on a ruined space is going to give you 3 each time. Water next to the ruins is going to be 1. And then we've been really working on Green Gold Plains all game, trying to get as many house clusters as we can with 3 different terrain types next to them. So we're doing all right. We're going to flip this first Explore card for winter, assuming everything's done. Yep. Okay, first card is an Outpost Ruins card. So we don't have any more temple spaces. So I'll kind of show you how that works here. We got Homestead. So this is supposed to be drawn on a ruined space. And being that we have no ruined spaces left on the board, I believe the rule is you draw a 1x1 square and fill it with anything. So the move here might just be to draw a house. Now, if it has to be that terrain, we're still kind of legal there. Let's just put a house right there. And now this is another cluster. Oh, can't see where I did it. So we did right here. So 1x1 square with village spaces. Now, the thought process there is to get 1, 2, maybe 3. I wonder if there is a spot where we could have got 3. I don't really see anything. I mean, this would have been 2. And then we could put something there, but either way, that was what I did. Okay, moving on to the next Explore card. We have Hinterland's Stream. So this is going to be farm or water in that shape. Now we're still scoring this Golden Granary card, but we have no ruin space left to put farm on. So we could try to get water next to as many ruins as we can, or we just more or less care about the Golden Granary or the Green Gold Plains aspect of it, because we're also scoring A. So pull that down, see what we can do here. This is where the options kind of get a little wild here. So I kind of want to look at all of my house or village clusters and see which ones have 3 terrain types, which ones don't. So these 2 bigger ones have 3. This smaller one has 3, so these are all good. This one has 1, 2, 3. This one has 2, so forest. So maybe the move right here is just to put water like that. If we put water like this, we're going to score 1 point for having that water next to that temple. And we're also going to get 3 points for having this be finally 3, touching 3 different terrain types. So the other move, if we look up here, this village cluster is touching 2. Now if we did farms here, that would be 3. And if we do water here, we kind of block that from getting 3 points on the golden granary, or green gold plains. I'm mixing these 2 up. I mean, they're too close together in the title. I think I'm going with water. We're gonna go with water spaces right here. So this is the shape. Oh, so we could use a skill card. That's something I just thought about. All right, see, the options in this game are crazy. So especially when you add the skill expansion. So we got knowledge here. So during the draw phase, fill the chosen shape with village terrain instead of an available terrain type. So what if we just made this houses and try to get it to touch 3 different things? Is that better? Or do we want to manipulate here? Oh, I kind of like manipulate better. Let's put this skill card back. Let's take manipulate. See what that does. So this is during the draw phase. If an ambush card is not revealed, break the chosen shape into 2 separate shapes. I like that better. We're gonna keep with the water we were gonna do, and I would kind of like to. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we're really not maxing this out. What about right here without manipulate? So that gives this one 3, 4. All right, let's save that skill card. We're not gonna use a skill card here. We're just gonna draw the regular shape. I found a spot for it. So this right here, just change my mind a little bit. We're gonna put this like this. Fill it with some water. Now there's 1 water space next to this temple is gonna be 1. But this village cluster here is now touching 3. So we have forest, mountains, and water. Cool. All right. We're at 4 time out of 6. We could just be ending the season right here with 1 flip, but we're not. We get farmland. This is 1 time. We're at 5 out of 6. So we can draw this smaller farm shape and get a coin, or this bigger one. Now, where do we want to put this? Definitely going to go with the smaller shape. And I think we just get 2 coins. So really, I'm just worried about this 1 cluster. Let's do farm right here. Seems good. Okay, so we drew that smaller shape. We're gonna get 1 coin, 2 coins for surrounding the mountain. And we did not spend a coin yet on manipulate. We could do that with the final explore card. We're gonna get 1 more explore card, maybe. We might get some lava cards or some temple ruins or something. You never know. But we are really edging the end of winter here. All right, let's flip the next explore card. So we got Treetop Village. All right, this is one where we might want to use Manipulate. So this is going to be the final card of the game. Treetop Village. Now, if we use Manipulate, the options are to get a cluster of village spaces already touching 3 things, or we could put trees in there to try to just break it up and get maybe some of those clusters that aren't touching. Like these 2 are good now. This one's good. This one's only touching 2. So if we use Manipulate here, we could get a coin. But see, yeah. Maybe we use knowledge, because we could go knowledge here. It's free. You put 2 houses here. That's touching 3. And maybe just extend this house. Like 1, 2, 3. That way it's touching 3 guaranteed. Kind of got to think about this a little bit here. I wasn't even showing those. Okay. So yeah, I'm looking at this skill card here for this next one. So the options, we got knowledge and manipulate, and we're trying to draw Treetop Village. So my thought process here is there's no reason to use knowledge because it's already houses. We'll put that back. Now we could do houses, but we want to get them to touch 3 things, and maybe we could just extend the ones that aren't touching 3. This is the final explore card of the game. So this one here is only touching mountains and farms. So if we put a small 2x2 there, that's another cluster touching 3, and then we extend this 1 space. Let's do it. We're going to use Manipulate. Write it down. So we spent the coin there. We're going to break this village shape into 2 shapes. So if I'm breaking it into 2 shapes, I'm really just snapping it right here at this point. So we're going to draw the 2 square like that. Get a coin. Kind of pays for itself there. And then this is the only other cluster that I believe that's not touching 3. So we're going to extend that straight over. Now we could do it this way, where it goes 1, 2, 3, because we just have forest and water. So I think if we do that, just manipulate for that final card, explore card of the season. Got really lucky here with the monsters. That's going to be the end of the first game. So we're going to wrap that up. We'll score. We're going to score D and A. All right. Golden Granary is D. So it's going to be 3 points for each farm on a ruin space. And we know we have 1, 2, 3 farms on ruin spaces. So that's 9, 10, 11. So that's it. We get 11 for D. Not the best. Now A is the one we were kind of working on all game. So this says earn 3 reputation stars for each cluster of village spaces that is adjacent to 3 or more different terrain types. So we'll go through and just look at these village spaces that are touching 3. So we have a village cluster here. So this is touching mountain, farm, monster. So this one's 3. So we'll look at this one. Mountain, farm, tree. Good. 3. So 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, so monster, tree, water. 21, so mountain, farm, water. 24, so tree, mountain, water. 27, so mountain, farm, water. And then 30. So 30 points for green gold plains. That's pretty good. They assume you're gonna get 21 somehow, so 9 point better. Pretty good. So I'm happy with that. I was kind of hoping to get this as a separate cluster. Probably could have done better. Definitely. Yeah, forgot the E here on manipulate, but let's add that up. So we got 30, and then we'll count the coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No monsters. Look at that. Easy math. 50 points. Okay, we'll add up that total right there. So looking at this, we have 27 and 13. You know, that's 40. And 50 is 90. So then we have 108. Now, with our score, we have to subtract these one player minus these little stars in the bottom here. These are just like what you're going to subtract from your score to get your real score. So we have 44, 65. You just use a calculator, be faster. What did I say? 65 plus 17. All right, 82. So we have 108 minus 82. $26. So that would be our full score for the game. 26 is decent. There is a little thing in the rule book that kind of says like how you did. So we have hopefully this will focus. There we go. So yeah, this is after determining your score, total the numbers in the lower corners of the 4 scoring cards in play, then subtract that from your total to find your rating. So we have Master Mapsmith here. We didn't get the 30 plus for Legendary Cartographer, but yeah, we're gonna try again. So I think doing all right on time. We're at 1 hour, so yeah, we could probably bust out another game here. Just fill out the back of this Nebblis map. Okay, we're going to change up the scoring cards. So we've already used those. We'll pull 4 new scoring cards. So we got 1 for farm water. We got 1 for trees. We got 1 for the diagonal. We need 1 for houses. We'll shuffle those up, mix them in. Mix them up. And then we'll drop them randomly. So we have Shield Gate for A. We have Canal Lake. I was going to say Canal Cake. I don't know. That's a weird font. Then we have the Cauldrons for C. Sentinel Wood for D. All right, we'll reset the seasons. Spring, summer, fall, winter. So we're starting in spring. We have 3 new skill cards. All right, we have Intimidate. We got Diplomacy. We have Negotiate. So looking at those skill cards, Intimidate. So during the draw phase, destroy any non-mountain space on your map sheet. We're also playing with the N2 side. So this has the volcano instead of it being in the center of the map. It's going to be on this side of the map. So we could kind of start over here just to stay away from these destroyed spaces. Skill cards, back to the skill cards. We got Diplomacy. So at any time, draw a 1x1 square and fill it with both farm terrain and village terrain. So you can do both terrain there. Then we have Negotiate, which is, these all cost 1 coin. So during the draw phase, draw a 2x2 shape instead of one of the available shapes. So that would just be like a 2x2 square like this, with that one filled in. Alright, so we need to pull the old monsters out. We only ended up getting 1 monster from that last game there, so there's going to be 3 in here actually. Insectoid Invasion, Goblin Attack, and Ogre Charge. We'll keep the lava cards in there, and then we'll shuffle up this monster deck. So since we didn't get any of those monsters, I'm going to leave them in. We'll shuffle them. Then we'll just add 1 to the deck, shuffle the deck. Whoops. Alright, we got some new scoring cards. We're ready to go. Alright, let's flip that first Explorer card, see what goes on here. We got Hinterland Stream. So the options are farm and water. And if we look at what we're scoring now, which is A and B, this is B, Canal Lake. So you're going to get 1 star for each farm space adjacent to water and 1 star for each water adjacent to farm. So we're going to start that off right over here. The only other thing really to think about right now would be the cauldrons. So this is kind of one of the worst cards, I think, or hardest to score. I'm not sure how they expect you to get 20 points, but you get 1 star for each empty space. So like surrounded. So it's a tough one. I'm gonna put probably just start this over here. Yeah, we don't really care for the ruined spaces, so maybe we cover one of those. We want to leave this open so that we can get farm next to it. Is kind of my thought process here. Yeah, let's put this right. All right, maybe we'll just do something like this. Maybe we do farm instead of water. Let's just start with water. So yeah, that was the first Explorer card for the first season. So flip another one here. Alright, and we're going to get this Lava Flow card. So this has to go adjacent to the volcano. Alright, we'll fill that with orange and black like we did last game. Now, this is 3 squares, so we're going to put this, it has to be touching this volcano. And where do we kind of want to run the volcano? Maybe we just, kind of run it up the side here. So those are just going to be destroyed spaces. Now, you can destroy your already drawn spaces with that. Flip again. We're at 2 out of 8 time. This is going to be 3, so we got Hamlet. Alright. So, the only thing to think about with the houses is going to be shield gates. So this is going to be 2 reputation stars for each village space in the second largest cluster of village spaces. So if you have 1 large cluster of village spaces, it's going to be your next largest. So we want to get a large one out there so that we can start scoring for the second largest, basically, is kind of how I see that. And then if we do it down here, we can get a point for the cauldrons already. So we're just filling in this hamlet. We're gonna do it right there. Now that gives us 1 point right there for that empty space on cauldrons. Not yet, but later. We'll go back here, flip another chord or another card for the Explore deck. We got Rift Lands. So this gives you the ability to draw basically any of the terrain types. We could look at the scoring here to see which one's gonna be the best. For right now, I don't think it matters too much. I mean, technically, we could put just one house base here to make that a little bigger, and then maybe we get Treetop Village later, and we can get, you know, 5, maybe like 10 points on Shield Gate. Now, if these are tied at 5, then I believe you'd still get the 10 points. So if you, for Shield Gate, the card I'm talking about here, if anyone doesn't know, it's going to be 2 points for each space, village space, in the second largest cluster of village spaces. So if you have 2 village spaces that are exactly the same size, then you're just going to get the, you know, they tie, so you just pick one. So I know there's a couple cards with 4 village spaces. I don't know. We want to keep it away from this one so we can kind of grow this. Let's just put it up here in the corner, I guess. Or maybe like right there. Okay, so that's what we draw for Rift Lands. Let's go back to the Explore deck. So far we got 3 time out of 8. We're going to flip another card. All right, this is 5. So we have Treetop Village, just like I was saying. Just like I was saying. I swear I didn't stack the deck or nothing. So we're going to pull, we're going to draw a village cluster here, I think. And I could draw this in such a way that I get that I get a point here for cauldrons. And this will be our largest. So this will be 6. Oh, back to the board. So if what I was saying is I'll put this here. And then this will give us 1 point for cauldrons. And this will be our largest. And we're also covering a ruin space there. Cool. So that's we look at Shield Gate. So it's 2 stars for each village space in the second largest cluster of village spaces. So this is our largest. It has 6. And this is our second largest, has 5. So this is 10 points already. I totally forgot about the score or skill cards already. Sometimes I just forget about these. We have Intimidate, Diplomacy, and Negotiate. Excuse me. All right, we have 5, 2, 4, 5 of 8, so we'll flip another Explore card. We got an Outpost Ruins, so we're going to flip again, and this one has to go on Ruins. So we got Marshlands here. Just kind of seeing like how long does it take for my camera to focus on a card. Pretty long. There we go. So we got Marshlands. Has to go on Temple Ruins. Into the board here. Or the paper. So we have these Temple Ruins spaces open, so we have to draw. Now we can't use a skill card yet because we have not collected 1 coin and they all cost 1 coin. Maybe we get some Sentinel Wood points right now. Canal Lake is not looking too good because we have a bunch of water and no farm yet. So, and we chose water on the first card, so maybe since this has to go on ruins, we can just stick this over here. Yeah, that looks good. So, reason being, we have D Sentinel Wood scoring card. So this is going to earn you 1 reputation star for each forest base adjacent to the edge of the map. So that would give us 3. And then it had to be on Temple Ruins, so we did the Temple Ruins. We're back to the Explore deck. So looking at the time here, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more card maybe. Yep, last card is Orchard. I know it's hard to see, that's a lot of Explore cards. So we have Orchard. Now this gives us the opportunity to draw some trees or against the edge of the map again. We could get 4 here. We kind of blocked ourselves off with this corner spot and this corner spot, so maybe that's not the move. I mean, we could get a lot more points from Canal Lake here, I think, so maybe we just drive this like this with the farms. I've got to look at the board to show you what I'm talking about anyway. So Canal Lake is the B scoring card, so we're going to get farms and water next to each other, point for each. So maybe we just put 1, 2, 3, 4, or just like 1, 2, 3, 4, or just 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to block this house in, so I think I'm going to do something like this. Cool. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Not bad. And that's the end of spring. We hit our 8 time. We got no monsters there, so the deck stays the same. We just add another monster. Shuffle the deck, and then we can score A and B. I'm going to shuffle this up real quick. Still no coins, can't use any skill cards. Kind of a bummer. Alright, let's score this up. We got A, Shield Gate. So remember we did this 6 space cluster village. And then our second largest is going to be this with 5. So we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for A. So this is our largest, second largest. It's 2 points for each square. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then B is going to be Canal Lake. So we got farm and water. You're going to get a point for each farm next to a water. So this one always kind of confused me. But if you look at this, they're only scoring this farm once because it's next to 2 waters. So this is 3 points. So that's the only thing really you have to be thinking about, I guess. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. We got no coins, no monsters. It's a simple 15. Put those back. And we're ready to start the summer season. Alright, let's flip. First Explore card, Temple Ruins. So this next Explore card has to go on a Ruins. Okay, we got trees against the edge of the map here. So this has to go on Ruins. Maybe we just put I kind of just want to put this like this to get 3 more points. It is the last opportunity for us to score Canal Lake, so maybe we do farms in here like this. But I really, like I said, don't want to block this this cluster of village spaces in. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the trees here. Whoa. Since it's got to go on ruins, we'll just put it in this direction. Flipping another explore card, we got Treetop Village. So we're already at 4 time out of 8. We're halfway through summer. I'm gonna bring this village space out. I know this might not be the best move because we want to put something like farm there. I mean, going like this brings it out and gives us 2 points for cauldrons, which we're scoring now. So I think that's the best play. Got to go to the board here. Whoops. Okay, so what I was saying there was this is the explore card we have. We're drawing Treetop Village. Well, it's a little shaky here. I'm shaking the table. So maybe we just draw the village like this. This will give us 2 points for cauldrons, which is just random empty spaces on your map like this. So 1, 2, and then we'll fill this with house spaces to bring this village cluster out. It doesn't get stuck in the corner that way. And then we can start just continue to make scoring for Shield Gate easier, just making one larger than the other. So you have your second largest. So this is now our largest, and this will be our second largest, so that's 12 points. And yeah, Shield Gate's on A, so we have plenty of time. Okay, so that was the next explore card. So we're at 4 right now, like I said, halfway through summer. We'll flip, we get another temple card, so this has to go on Temple Ruins. And then we get a monster card. So we resolve the monster card first, then the next explore card will be move my seat down a little bit. Alright, so we'll do this monster card first. So looking at this, this was kind of a weird situation. So we got this Outpost Ruins, then we have a monster card. So you don't have to draw the monster on an Outpost Ruins. You just draw the monster first. So we're starting in, you can kind of see here, this purple square filled in means you start down here in this corner. And then you travel clockwise until you can draw it. So the first place it can legally be drawn is right here. So this is where this monster is going to go. And surprisingly enough, it's actually going to give us 1 coin. So these are my pathetic monster drawings. Best I can do. And then we'll color in this mountain space because we get a coin from that, which is actually kind of nice. That's our first coin. And then since we got the ruins card, we'll resolve that next with the following explore card. So flip another explore card. Okay, so we'll ignore that too. This is kind of crazy. It's coming up like this, but so since we still haven't resolved the Temple Ruins cards, we have to resolve this first. So first we had to resolve the monster, then we resolved the Lava Flow card. Next explore card will be a Temple Ruins. So hopefully I can remember that. So this is another 0 time one. We just have to put this connected to the lava. So maybe we just run the lava on the outside of the map. Oh, just thought of this. So could run it on the outside of the map, but what we're going to do is actually score ourselves another point here from cauldrons, giving us that empty space. Sorry, I'm covering the whole map as I draw. Alright, then we'll color that in black. So we know these are just destroyed spaces. Alright. Alright, next explore card goes on ruins. So we got fishing village. This is going to go apply to this temple ruin card up here. So we do have to draw this on ruins. Now it's four straight lines. It would be nice to get that like right here for all those points on Canal Lake, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. And the option is water and houses. So we could just extend our houses here, or actually we can't, because it's got to go. Since this card has to go ruins, I think this is the move here. This is going to net us another 2 points. And with that temple restriction, I think that's the best we could do. We're at 6 time. Another explore card. It's getting hard to see. Scroll these up a little. Alright, we got Hinterland Stream. Helpful. Sort of. So my thought process here would be, I don't want to block this village space in, but I want to get these farms next to water for points, right? So sort of thinking maybe we just do something like this. Let's go like this. Alright, and if we need to later on, we can negotiate if we get water, and we could just kind of make a 2x2 square in there instead of the available shape, because there is no 2x2 in the Cartographers base game. Alright, now we need to add up this time. We have a lot of cards. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that was the last explore card for summer, ending the second season of the game. Still only 1 coin, kind of a shame, but we'll add a monster, take a monster out. So this monster that we drew is going to come out, and then we will add 1 to the deck. Shuffle the deck, score summer. I do like this game. It's a good one. You can play this game with as many people. As many sheets of paper as you have, really. Scoring B and C. So if we look at B and C, we got Canal Lake. So farm next to water is going to net you 1 point for both. You're going to score farm and the water only once. And then cauldrons is C, so each empty space. So let's see how we did here. So for B, let's score the water first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all next to farm. 5 and 6. Then we'll do farm. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So our score for Canal Lake on B is going to be 13, which is up from 5. So we did pretty well there. Then cauldrons, C. So each empty space. So we have 1 here, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. 1 coin and -1 from monsters. So 18. Hopefully you can see kind of how I did that. Here's scorecards back. We're ready to go. We're in fall. 2 seasons left. This one's got 7 time. We're scoring C and D. Cauldrons again for the last time, and then we score Sentinel Wood, and then in winter we'll score D and A. So right now, scoring these 2. All right, let's flip the first Explore card. We got a Goblin attack right away. So pull this down. Okay, so looking at the Goblin attack card, it's going to start in this bottom right corner. So we'll start down here. Now, it looks like you can start to draw this, but you cannot get all 3 in there. So we're going to work counterclockwise up the board until we can draw that. So the way it's going to work, and you don't rotate or spin the shape at all so that you can draw it. So go up here. Now, we can't draw it here. So we skip that. We can't draw it here, so we skip that. We can't draw it here, here, but here is the first spot we can draw it. So we're not spinning it, we're not changing it, we're just doing this. And then our Goblin attack card is resolved. And next flip, Explore cards of Temple Ruins. Ooh, a double Temple Ruins. So I'm not sure how that works. I think you just resolve one of the Temple Ruins. So we'll flip another Explore card. Oh boy. So we have Seismic Tremors. Where do we want to put that? I'm kind of thinking we just go right here. Let's look at... we're ignoring the Explore card, or the Temple Ruins card for now. So we're just going to draw this here, which is going to help with getting rid of those -1s. This is technically -1 because it's next to a monster, but then the +1 for scoring the Cauldrons. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Alright, we'll put that back, and we do still have to resolve a Temple card. So, oh boy, we got another Lava Flow card. Alright, this is Rain of Fire, so you can draw this bigger one or 2 1x1s. Let's do the bigger one and just get a coin. And looking at my board, the best place for this, I think, is to get rid of some of these monster scoring and just kind of go like this. So we're going to destroy those spaces. Now, the other option you have, I guess technically you can draw these over monster spaces and destroy the actual monster space, but if it's not affecting me like too much, I don't really care to destroy the space, if that makes sense. So we have a big pile of lava over here, but it's kind of helping with the monsters, and we also drew a bigger shape, so we'll get the coin for that. We have these surrounded and all, so we get that coin. Cool. All right, still didn't get that Temple Ruin, double Temple Ruins resolved, so oh my, another monster. Okay, so this is where we're just getting hounded with monsters. This is where it gets kind of fun, actually. So we have a null raid, so we're gonna start in this upper left corner of the map. And we're going to work counterclockwise again. So we cannot draw the null raid here. So we're going to work down the board. And you start in this outer square first. So none of these spots. The first legal spot is going to be right here. So you can draw the null raid right here. Like this. And I think this is right. There's a couple times where drawing the monsters can be a little confusing on solo, so. But that just gave us, you know, I mean, it's even because it's -1 for being next to a monster, but then +1 for Cauldrons. So as long as we fill that in after winter or before winter, the end of winter, we're good. So still have not resolved the double Temple Ruins card. Let's flip. Hopefully we get an Explore card. Okay. Finally. So we got rift lands. We can draw any one space anywhere. So where do we want to draw this? This has to go on temple, right? Or we don't have any temple left? Luckily, all those cards we got filled in all of our temple spaces. So we ended up with rift lands on a temple. So if you don't have a temple, you draw 1 by 1 of anything anywhere, and this is rift lands. So I'm not really even sure how this works at all. It's funny the little stipulations in the rules you can get. Let's do houses right here. Now that's going to make that second largest a little bigger. Okay. Ignoring that temple card because we don't have any left. And we'll flip another explore card. Now, as far as time, this looks like a lot of explore cards, but it's only one time. So we had monster, 2 temple ruins, a 0-point lava card, a 0-point riftlands card, another monster. So I'm just going to move these up a bit so we can see the rest. And what were we at here? Like a total of 1 time? Yeah. So once we hit 7, falls over. So I'm just going to show the 1 here so I can keep count. Like that. And all those can stay stacked. And flip. Alright, we're at 2. Now we got farmland. Alright. This is kind of working out, actually. Look at the board here. So I could fill this in right here. Oh, we're not scoring Canal Lake anymore. So still, I kind of think best move is cauldrons. Like, we could put this here, get a coin, and also get a point from cauldrons. These are 100% blocked in now, so I want to save those spaces. Excuse me, to make these this second largest cluster of house spaces bigger. All right, we'll fill that coin in for drawing that small shape. And flip another card. So we got Hamlet. We're at 3 total time. Yeah, let's go. Let's get 2 coins here. We'll draw this smaller shape. Or maybe we do the bigger shape. Oh. So if we do the bigger shape here, we'll get a coin. I'm trying to think about this. Bigger shape right here would get us a coin and a point for cauldrons. I mean, it negates all that monster minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do the bigger shape. It's only going to help with shield gate later. So we get a coin there for surrounding this mountain. Did not draw the smaller shape, so just 1 coin. Alright, we'll go back here. So 3 time, we still have 4 to go. There's 2 of them. So Hinterlands Stream. We can get some more water over here. Oh, I keep forgetting we're not scoring Canal Lake anymore, so maybe we just focus on this cauldrons. So how can we score cauldrons? We need to draw this in such a way there's only like 1 point or something, or 1 little square left, and I'm not really seeing anything. It's a bit of a shame. Maybe this is where we use a skill card. So we have negotiate. So this costs 1 coin during the draw phase. Draw a 2x2 shape. That doesn't help because of the terrain situation. We have diplomacy. Oh, this is kind of hard to see. Let me move this over just a bit. So we have diplomacy. Also 1 coin. At any time, draw a 1x1 square and fill it with both farm and village terrain types. Let's look at this shield gate situation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right now for shield gate, we're scoring 20. All right, what's that last skill card look like? Intimidate. During the draw phase, destroy any non-mountain space on your map sheet. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be useful. I don't even care for diplomacy or negotiate right now. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. All right, we're back here. I'm thinking we don't use a skill card. If we were going to use a skill card, we could use diplomacy and we could draw both this and the house farm terrain. So it just says at any time. It doesn't say instead of what you are drawing. I know we're just not scoring that Canal Lake anymore, so I'm sort of thinking maybe we just do water here. And then we use Canal Lake. Yeah, we don't score Canal Lake. So we use diplomacy and we just put it right here. So that's going to cost a coin. And it will make this house bigger. But I think the house we want to make bigger is this one. So maybe we put it there and get a coin. That seems like the move. It's basically paying for itself, I guess. We do lose a point from cauldrons. I don't know. We're just going to have to draw it. So let's do this. We're going to go with the water in this space. Okay, then we'll spend a coin. So now we can draw our village and farm. So we'll just do this and color it in with farm so we know that it's both. Get the coin there. Alright, and that's that done. So we'll put the skill card back. Bam. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could be the last Explore card. Let's flip and see. 6, 7. Yes. Okay. Final Explore card for fall. Now, where do we want to draw this? I think we did use a skill card there, so we have to write that down. That's going to be diplomacy. So we don't use 2 skill cards in a season. Alright, we're not scoring farm and water anymore for Canal Lake, so let's just try to get this house bigger. I don't see... We're running out of space. We can't really connect that because of what we just did there with Hinterland Stream. We drew this water in the way. It's a bummer. So now I'm just kind of looking to see, can I get a couple more points from cauldrons. So what I'm going to do is draw this house here. And yeah, so I believe this is the final scoring card. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So the reason I did that is because we're scoring C and D right now. So we have 1, 2. We got 2 points there from cauldrons. Nothing else really. Fair enough. That's the end. Okay, we'll shuffle this up, take all the monsters out. Did all right there. This is the final season, so this is winter. Last game I'm playing today on stream. So let's see. We'll add another monster in. Change this to winter. So winter is the shortest season. It's only going to be 6 times. And then we'll shuffle the deck. Alright, the deck's shuffled. We need to score fall there. So if we're scoring fall, we look at C. I can zoom in on these cards so you can see here. For cauldrons. Oh, let me fix that too. My camera's not in the right spot. Whoa. Move this over. Make this a little smaller. Okay, let's see if this is better. Yep. So, hopefully these are legible. Earn 1 reputation star for each empty space surrounded on all 4 sides. By filled spaces or the edge of the map. Okay, and then Sentinel Wood, we have earn 1 reputation star for each forest space adjacent to the edge of the map. Alright, we could score that up. We got this deck shuffled. We added another monster. Do cauldrons first. Okay, 1 reputation star for each empty space surrounded on all 4 sides by filled spaces or the edge of the map. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we get 12 there. It's not bad. Like I said, Cauldrons is one of the hardest ones to score, I think, from the base game. We'll score D. This one's easy enough. So 4 spaces against the edge of the map. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. We didn't do too well. We get 4 coins. And then we'll subtract from our monsters. So this is where this is really going to hurt us. -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. -5. So I think our total here is 15. Or maybe 17. Yeah, 17. So we have this would be 6 and 4 is 10, -5 is 5, plus 12 is 17. So we got 17. This is shaping up to be a pretty rough game here. But we got one more season to fix it. Flip that first Explore card. We get Rift Lands, so we could draw 1 by 1 anywhere here. Now, we don't score Cauldrons anymore. This is the time to fill in those monster spaces, maybe right here. Oh, let me get to the board here. So I'm starting to think like we don't score Cauldrons anymore. So maybe just fill in these monster spaces. Like we could put 1 here, make this a little bigger. If we're looking at our second largest cluster right now, we're back to Shield Gate, which is A. We will score A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's just match this maybe. I mean, Treetop Village could go here. Let's just fill this right here. So the card we're drawing is Riftland. So it costs no time and you draw 1 by 1 any shape. All right, let's flip another one. So we got farmland. All right, we got to draw a farm space here, unless we use a skill card, which I don't think I care to use the skill cards right now. They're not the best skill cards. Now I don't want to block this here. Like I said, I might be able to bring this out, make this bigger. So maybe we just draw this right here. Get a coin. When in doubt, get a coin, I guess. All right. So we're at 1 out of 6 time. Let's flip. Okay, this is 2 out of 6 time. We get Rain of Fire. So we do have to draw that shape. Oh, I think this could be actually huge for us. Here, let's look at the board. So we got to draw this volcano shape here. We're going to draw like that, and we'll get a coin from it. And we can also destroy a bunch of these monster spaces. I'm just trying to think what's the best way. We would get 2 coins if we just went like this. Now, if we went like this, we would get a coin. It would still be -1. I think this is the move right here. So we just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, those are destroyed spaces by the lava. I guess the idea is like lava's flowing in, destroying shit. So you got that.